Have you ever been woken up in the middle of the night by someone next to you? Throwing punches in their sleep? Shouting, kicking, or even falling out of bed? Maybe it happened to your spouse, your parent, or someone you care deeply about. And maybe you laughed it off, or assumed it was just a strange habit. Today I need to tell you, that assumption could be one of the most costly health mistakes you'll ever make. What looks like a harmless quirk of aging may actually be one of the most powerful early warning signals for Parkinson's disease and dementia that medical science has ever discovered. And the research behind this is nothing short of extraordinary. Before we go further, one important note. Everything shared here is for informational purposes. If you recognize these symptoms in yourself or a loved one, please consult a neurologist or sleep specialist directly. Let's begin with the basics. Not all sleep talking is the same. In younger people, occasional mumbling or light movement during deep sleep is usually harmless. But there is a completely different condition that tends to appear in adults over 50, most commonly between the ages of 60 and 80. It is called REM sleep behavior disorder, or RBD. And it is nothing like ordinary sleep talking. In RBD, people physically act out their dreams. If they dream of being chased, they may leap from the bed. If they dream of fighting, they throw real punches. If they dream of screaming, the sound fills the room. These are not gentle murmurs. These are vivid, often violent episodes that can injure both the person sleeping and anyone nearby. And critically, when they wake up, they often remember the dream in sharp detail, which is unusual for normal sleep disturbances. Here is what makes this so alarming from a neuroscience perspective. Under normal circumstances, when we enter REM sleep, the dreaming phase, the brain automatically locks the body's muscles, so we cannot act out our dreams. It is a protective mechanism that every healthy brain performs automatically. In REM sleep behavior disorder, this lock breaks down. The dreams pour directly into physical movement, and the part of the brain responsible for that locking mechanism is the exact same region damaged in the earliest stages of Parkinson's disease and Lewy body dementia. Now let's talk numbers, because the statistics are genuinely staggering. A landmark international study followed patients with RBD for up to 16 years. The results shocked even the scientists who conducted the research. A full 73.5% of patients with RBD eventually converted to Parkinson's disease or Lewy body dementia within 12 years of diagnosis. That is not a slight majority. That is nearly 3 out of 4 people. A separate study found that 57% had converted by the 10-year mark, with 27% already diagnosed at the 5-year follow-up. And each year, approximately 6% of RBD patients newly develop a neurodegenerative condition. What is happening inside the brain to cause this? The answer lies in a protein called alpha-synuclein. In a healthy brain, it plays a supportive role in nerve signaling. But in Parkinson's disease and Lewy body dementia, it begins to clump together abnormally, forming toxic clusters that slowly damage and destroy neurons. Researchers have found that these toxic clusters appear first in the brainstem, the very region that controls the muscle locking mechanism during REM sleep. This means that when RBD symptoms begin, the toxic process may already have been silently underway for years, even decades. The sleep disorder is not the problem itself. It is the brain sounding an alarm about something far deeper. Studies analyzing blood markers in RBD patients have confirmed significantly elevated levels of abnormal alpha-synuclein aggregates in high-risk individuals, making this one of the earliest and most reliable biological signals of neurodegeneration ever identified. So how do you tell the difference between ordinary sleep talking and something that requires immediate medical attention? There are 4 key distinctions to watch for. The first is age of onset. New, intense sleep disturbances that begin after age 50 deserve serious attention, especially if the person had no history of this behavior when younger. The second is the intensity and type of movement. Punching, kicking, shouting, falling out of bed, or injuring a sleeping partner are not normal sleep behaviors in older adults. The third is dream content and memory. RBD episodes often involve vivid, threatening dreams being chased, attacked, or in danger, and the person typically wakes with a clear memory of what they were dreaming. This is in contrast to other sleep disorders where dream memory is absent. The fourth is timing. RBD episodes tend to occur in the second half of the night, during the extended REM phases, rather than shortly after falling asleep. If these signs sound familiar, here is what to do right now. First, record it. Place a smartphone on a nightstand and capture video of the episodes. This footage is invaluable when speaking with a doctor, and can dramatically speed up the diagnostic process. Second, book an appointment with a neurologist or sleep clinic, and ask specifically about a polysomnography study, a sleep study that measures brainwaves, muscle activity, eye movements, breathing, and oxygen levels simultaneously. This is the gold standard test for confirming RBD, and it cannot be replaced by a questionnaire or a brief office visit. Third, review current medications. Certain antidepressants, particularly SSRIs, are known to trigger or worsen RBD-like symptoms. Some blood pressure medications may also affect sleep architecture. Bring a full medication list to your doctor. Fourth, reduce alcohol and caffeine, especially in the evening. Alcohol severely disrupts REM sleep structure and evening. Caffeine can fragment sleep patterns in ways that worsen RBD symptoms. If RBD is confirmed, treatment focuses on two priorities: managing symptoms and protecting safety. Medically, clonazepam has been shown to reduce abnormal behaviors in up to 90% of patients, while melatonin offers a gentler alternative with fewer side effects, and is often preferred for older adults. Your neurologist will guide the right choice based on individual health status. Safety modifications are equally critical. Removing sharp objects near the bed, placing padded mats on the floor, lowering the mattress, and if necessary, sleeping separately can prevent serious injury during episodes. Lifestyle also matters more than most people realize. Regular aerobic exercise, even 30 minutes of walking daily, has shown promising neuroprotective effects in emerging research. Consistent sleep and wake times, limiting screen exposure before bed, and keeping the bedroom cool and dark all support healthier sleep architecture. Here is the message of hope I want to leave you with. Not everyone with RBD will develop Parkinson's disease or dementia. A meaningful portion of people, roughly 20 to 30% in long-term studies, do not convert. But more importantly, RBD gives us something incredibly rare and precious in neurodegenerative medicine: time. It is a window of years, sometimes a decade or more, during which researchers believe the brain can potentially be protected before the full disease takes hold. Clinical trials targeting this exact window are actively underway around the world. Early detection is the most powerful tool available right now. If the person sleeping beside you is throwing punches at their dreams, please do not wait. That brain is asking for help, and the sooner you listen, the better the chances of protecting it. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Leave your questions and stories in the comments. We will see you in the next one.